things gon' turn up. Yeah. Pull up, the things gon' turn up. Pull up, the things gon' turn up. Flies with phones, so we can spend time in the loop. Imagine just turning some loot, jump in the coupe, then take a flight back to cruise. Proud of the side of my boots, I got eyes on mine. Been in love since I dropped moves. I fuck my bitches and tools, I got animal line. How the fuck can I lose? Try to come out of my shoes, like in one piece. In my tie, I'm pushing that beat. I was saying for the feet. Man, just caught up under by the sea. I spent another month in LA. Just fucked the French bitch from the bay. Before I was Senegalese. Je ne parle français. Yeah. Pull up, the thing gon' turn up. Pull up, the thing gon' turn up.
So I, last night after, or this morning actually, after I was dancing at the Taco Bell parking lot, and then some police activity was happening in the Wawas across the street. I was circling the Wawas, looking for somebody, I guess. It's a weird night. It's probably like around 4:35. I said, well, I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna head back to the Walgreens, no, the Walmart, the Walmart parking lot on 66, and then I'm gonna try to crash for a little bit. So, last thing I remember really was driving up, and then I think we had a little bathroom, so I stopped at Wawa's, and I parked at Wawa's, and I guess I was so tired at that point, probably up for about 24, maybe 27 hours. With nothing else keep me up. I started kind of dozing off, and I'm going to the bathroom, so I opened the door, I was thinking I from my room, but I just put my head down for a sec, and the next thing I remember, I had some knocking on the window. It was 2 hours later, 3 hours later, and it was the cops, and the Neptune Police Department, which I actually have a better experience, except for that time, that first time in ShopRite, that they came and they searched my car and they had the dogs, you know. But other than that first time, I've had no other problems with the Neptune Police, except for the time also to but then the property manager from ShopRite and Marshalls and all that he you know, the guy called them, the guy who was working for him called them, so they had to be like that. But other than that, they've been really good to me, Neptune. And Asbury, the Ocean Police, again, those are the ones that, so they woke me up and they started asking me questions. I said, well, I fell asleep. I said, you okay? I said, yeah, well, yeah, I had a concussion a few weeks ago. I got strangled. I had broken ribs and stuff, and I'm still feeling a little, head's a little bit up my ears. So I must have got a little dizzy, and I just put my head down to fall asleep. I said, okay, as long as you're okay. And he looked around. He said, you're and you have a history of blah blah use. I said, yeah, but I'm not. I'm just, again, I just fell asleep because I'm living out of a car and I only sleep. I said, how long do you sleep? I said, maybe 2-3 hours. If I can get that at night, in the car. You can't sleep in a car. You can't do 8 hours in the car. You just can't. It's impossible because it's a car. It's people, driving around. Unless you've gone in the woods somewhere and then put a little tent or something, and maybe you can get away with 5-6 hours. But the most I've ever slept in the car is 2-3 hours if I even sleep in the car. Or I just go somewhere and just kind of hang out in the car, dozing off and coming back on. So I said, and they were very understanding. Actually, they were very good, and they did not require me. They did say, "Can I search your car?" And I said, "No, I'd rather you not. Unless you have probable cause, I don't want you to search my car." I said, "Well, we're gonna have to get the dogs here." She's like, "Bring the dogs in, because I really don't care." They did that. They asked me only once, and they looked at me and said, "Okay, hold on a second." They came back and said, "All right, I told them that you look fine to drive. That you fell asleep, so you can go ahead and just be careful driving and be careful, heading up to the Walmart parking lot, which is the only place that is actually allowed. You're actually allowed to sleep. I mean, there's other places where cops don't go into, but it depends. Like that morning in the Starbucks parking lot, when the Ocean Police woke me up, they automatically just searched my car for no reason other than that I was sleeping in the car. So that's the difference that I've encountered. Last night was this morning was pretty interesting. But I really like the Neptune Police. They seem much more open-minded and much more, they listen to you. The Ocean is just like they're on this mission to bust anybody that does anything that's related to plant medicine. And I'm going to call it plant medicine because there's nothing out there really except for even heroin is plant medicine because it's coming from a poppy plant. one way or the other, that was once used to treat things. That was once used to calm the body down, or if, so don't give me this bullshit that this illegal stuff. Illegal stuff is garbage. It's what the laws that they made up 20, 30 years ago, just so they can fucking make sure they can tax people on the stuff that they buy, as opposed to be able to grow. So yeah, so that was my encounter last night, and it's weird, it's weird. And of course, all that happened on Good Friday, which is I think was the day that Jesus was crucified, and Saturday, and then he was brought down Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday he spent in the tomb. So right now I'm in the tomb, and then tomorrow is the resurrection. So tomorrow is probably the resurrection. And last year around this time, of course, I did the whole like walking with the cross from. I was in Bradley Beach last year at this time, and I walked with the cross all the way from my center all the way down to the beach, and I put it there right down 4th Avenue. I put it there, and I hung on it until sunrise, and I left the crown of money there, and it's kind of funny. The crown of money was actually given back to me by the Bradley Beach. And I actually brought the cross back. I don't even know where that thing ended up. I think I ended up throwing it away, but that's what I did last year. So I don't have to repeat that again this year. Even though I do feel that I'm crucified in every instance, because of the fact that the judgment that is brought towards me about everything I do. Even when people somebody commented on one of my comments and they're just negative about my substance abuse. It's like, it's not abuse. It's not substance use, substance abuse. Stop saying that, man. Y'all drink coffee, right? That's a fucking good drug too. And y'all drinking it, it's acceptable. Y'all drink alcohol, right? For every fucking occasion, and when you sit at a table, you go to dinner, you drink, and that's not a substance abuse. How fucking dare you suggest I don't drink? I drink no alcohol. Okay, so you can't call me that kind of a person, right? But then you're gonna call me this other kind of a person? It's ridiculous, and I hate it, and it sucks, and it's judgmental towards other human beings. It's plant medicine. We decide to do that instead of what the pharmaceutical companies decide to want to feed us. What I deem as being something that's helping me. I mean, look, I'm fucking homeless right now, right? And living out of a fucking car. How do you think I'm dealing with this, huh? How do you think I'm dealing with this? The thing that sometimes I want to take this car and fucking run it into a lake. Cause fuck it, it's worthless. This is worthless. It's meaningless. It's bullshit. Oh, you really work really hard. Yeah, work really hard. Go to a rehab, work really hard. Train myself back to become a slave for the system, and then go back sit in the fucking office for 8 hours? After I know it's bullshit? It's they're ripping my... So no, I'm not gonna do that. And no, it's not abuse. What it is I've decided not to participate in your prison system anymore. That you call it society. Yeah, but you have to earn a living. No, I don't have to earn anything. God gave me this life. You forced that living on me by charging me what God gave me for free, by charging me for a place to stay. If I had a little piece of land, I put a tent on it, and I'd start building a little house if I could. But I don't. Even though Mother Earth says, yeah, you can do it right here. It's part of me, and I like you to do it. I can't, because somebody has hijacked that, has taken that piece of Mother Earth and said, no, you can't. It's private property. You can't do it here. So, that's what I'm faced as being homeless, right? And you think that's easy to deal with? And no, I'm not going to go there and buy a pint. Like, well, some of these people that I know that are out here, they're buying pints of fucking of liquor and drinking like 2 or 3 of them a day. No, I don't want to do that. But things that I do are helping me just to get up and do the things that I want to do. Like dance in Taco Bell parking lot last night from like 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning. On and off. Yeah, I'm able to do that. At 57, yeah. And that's what I think is more important than anything that you fucking throw my way. It's not making me any money, I know, but that's kind of what I'm trying to push here, that money is nothing but a fucking illusionary product, illusionary thing that we are enslaved by, that is controlled by the people that are enslaving us. Just like the slave master owned that slave house. He owned the master's quarters, he owned the whips, he owned the guns, he owned the security, he owned all that, right? Same thing. Now they own land, and they own corporations, and they own private properties. So that's, my recounting of what happened last night and today. And what I'm going through right now. That I have to wake up every day and try to figure out how am I making enough money today to, number one, feed myself. Number two,